Hello class, we are continuing with our topic rectilinear figures. So here is few more examples. So first one is ABCD is a parallelogram. In this figure ABCD is a parallelogram. AX bisects angle A and CY bisects angle B, and we need to prove that AX is parallel to CY. We need to prove AX parallel CY. Okay, so for that, to prove this, we know that angle A is equal to angle C. Why? Because ABCD is a parallelogram and opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. So therefore angle A is equal to angle C. So clearly half of angle A will also be equal to half of angle C. So half of angle A means this part, suppose this is small a and this is suppose small c, these two are. Now if half of angle A and half of angle C are equal, from this figure we can also say that if this is A, this angle is also A, because these are alternate angles. So clearly we can see that this angle A will be equal to angle AXD, because these are alternate angles. If these two are equal, and we know that half of angle A and half of angle C are equal, so it means this angle is equal to this angle. So half of angle A was how much? A, and this half of angle C is small c. So, and this angle is also A. So these two are corresponding angles. So I will say that angle AXD is equal to angle YCX, and these are equal, but these are alternate corresponding, but these are corresponding also. So this line CY is parallel to AX, therefore CY parallel AX. Okay, so next we have this one. These X and Y are the midpoints. Okay, X and Y are the midpoints. We need to prove that AXCY is a parallelogram. We need to show that AXCY is a parallelogram. Now these are the midpoints. So therefore clearly we can see XC will be equal to AY, because XC is half of DC and AB is half of DC. Because this is half of DC will be equal to half of AB, because DC and AB are same, as ABCD is a parallelogram. Also we know that XC is parallel to AY. XC is parallel to AY. So therefore in this AXCY we have pair of opposite sides parallel and equal. So AXCY is a parallelogram. So AXCY is a parallelogram. Okay. Now next one more we have. In this, dx equal to yb is given. Dx equal to yb is given. We need to prove that AXCY is a parallelogram. This is to prove. And ABCD is parallelogram. And what else is given? ABCD is parallelogram. So if I join this A point to C point, and suppose this point is O, so clearly we know that what we know, OB is equal to OD and AO is equal to OC. Why? Because diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So therefore OD is equal to OB and AO is equal to OC. And in this part OB is equal to OD. Now I am writing here OB is equal to OD. Now OB is made up of OY and YB, whereas OD is made up of OX and XD, and we know that XD is equal to YB. So clearly OY is equal to OX. So clearly OY is equal to OX. Now we can see in this AXCY diagonals bisecting each other. Diagonals are bisecting each other. How? Because AO is equal to OC, we already know that. And now we have OX equal to OY. So therefore AXCY is a parallelogram. So therefore AXCY is a parallelogram. Now ABCD is a parallelogram and this AC bisects angle A. Now we need to prove that AC bisects angle C also, and AC and DB are perpendicular. Now AC and DB are perpendicular, we need to prove. So for that, first we will prove the first part, AC bisect angle C also. Now we know that this part is A. So we first thing is angle A will be equal to angle C, because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So this is bisected. So this is A and A. So now these two lines are parallel. We know that this is a parallelogram. So clearly this angle will be equal to A, and also this part and this part, these two lines are also parallel. So this part is also equals to A, because these are alternate angles. Now angle DAC is equal to angle BCA, and similarly DAC is equal to BCA and this DAC, and angle DCA will be equal to CAB, and both of these are alternate angles. So if these two are equal, it means, therefore it means AC bisects angle C, because this was A, and again by this angle is also A, so these two are equal, so therefore AC bisects angle A. Now we need to prove that AC is perpendicular to DB. Now suppose this point is O. Now consider triangle AOB and BOC, or you can also say consider triangle ABC. Consider triangle ABC rather than these two. Consider triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, these two angles are same. These are the base angles. So therefore triangle ABC is isosceles. So therefore AB and BC must be equal. So if AC and BC are equal, then parallelogram ABCD is a rhombus. So if ABCD is a rhombus, then DB will be perpendicular to AC. Therefore you will write, therefore DB will be perpendicular to AC. Okay. So this was about both the parts. First part was AC bisect angle C also, and AC and DB are perpendicular. In question number 2, we have this ABCD is a square and AP equal to DQ. We need to prove that AP and DQ are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so for that consider triangle APB and DAQ. There is a side AB which is equal to DA of this triangle. There is an angle on B which is 90 degree, and there is angle A 90 degree. These are the sides of square, sides of same square you can say, and this is vertex angles, vertex angle of square ABCD. Okay, also AP is equal to DQ, this is given. So therefore we can see that triangle APB is congruent to triangle DQA. So therefore these two triangles are congruent, APB and DQA. So therefore by CPCT we can have angle P from this, that is angle APB will be equal to angle AQD by CPCT. So in figure we can see that these two angles will be equal by CPCT, and this angle is 90 degree, Okay, so suppose this angle I am writing it as x and this is 90 degree. So by angle sum property in triangle APB, angle PAB will be equal to 90 degree minus x. If we apply angle sum property in triangle APB, we will find that angle PAB is 90 minus x. What is angle sum property? X plus 90 plus this should be 180. Now sum of these two get subtracted and we will get PAB is equal to 90 minus x. Now in triangle A, suppose this point is T, in triangle ATQ, we know that angle TAQ is equal to 90 degree minus x, 90 degree minus x, and angle AQT we have x because these two were same. By CPCT we have proved that these two are same, so this is x. So therefore angle ATQ will be 90 degree if you apply angle sum property in this triangle. If we apply angle sum property in this triangle, ATQ will be 90 degree because sum of these three should be 180. So ATQ is 90 degree. So clearly if ATQ is 90 degree, then AP perpendicular DQ, or you can say DQ perpendicular to AP. So this was to be proved. So got it guys? So thanks for watching. I hope you like the video. Thank you.